Hello, everybody, and welcome to another anime discussion review, whatever you want to call it. So, this time I'm doing a review or discussion, whatever you want to call it again, on Dead March to Parable Rap. I don't know. But yeah, Dead March, I call it for Dead March. But, so, Dead March is basically, let me just give you a FYI on what Dead March is. Dead March is a fantasy slash sightseeing series. You could say that fantasy action sightseeing. That's basically it, and maybe harem if you want to add in. But most people say it's not harem because of because of stuff in the web novel that happens. But okay, I'll let it slide anyways. Let's get into it. So I think this is episode 7 I'm reviewing right now. So there's a lot of information dumping first of all in this episode. Not gonna lie, a lot of information dumping. First of all, in the previous episode, if you guys watched it March, and I recommend you guys watch it because it's a pretty good series. It's like a very normal series. You see that one normal series which gets underrated, like underground series. That's basically Dead March, a very normal series which is pretty damn like I'm not saying it's great or awesome like something like Dragon Ball Z or Naruto. I'm not saying like that, but it's still a decent series, a good series to watch, like a fun series to watch. So let's get straight into what happens in this episode. Now, in previous episode, we saw that the main character Satou, he brings in this elfin woman, little girl, who's yeah, that's basically what. Like he brings in an elfin girl into a tavern, and in this episode we start off right where we left off, where he brings back, brings the elfin girl who's pretty injured with a were rat, and in a tavern. So what this elfin girl is? She's a princess. She's an elfin princess who's 130 years old, which is quite surprising. I was like, okay, I did not expect that. She's 130 years old. She's also very low leveled compared to the were rat, who's actually level 24, which kind of surprised me. She also showed some crazy features, like she could say spirits and stuff, and basically she was exhausted from mana. That's what was implied here. She's exhausted from mana, so that's what is implied here. Now that's basically the short and comment of what happened at the start of the episode. Now, normal stuff happens, and like Sato, what he does is like he learns horse riding, which I'm not quite surprised because we were expecting that because we all see that it's in the opening and the ending where Sato actually rides a horse along with his companions, but that was expected. But other than that, we also get a look on our new villain, the owl guy. I don't know who that is. Like he just appeared in the end of the of everything. He just appears out of middle, like like all the lightning and shit happening around, and then he appears out of nowhere in the tavern out of all places. Like what just happened here? Like, and why is Sato freaking out? Like he's super high leveled. Like why? Also, a little backstory in the princess was given, which said that wizards were after her for some reason, which is not implied in this episode, which I'm pretty sure will be implied in the next episode. But yeah, it wasn't implied on this episode because Sato didn't think it is like he didn't want to force anybody to like. He knew like the tavern owner, who is an elf. He knew that he may know something about it, but he didn't want to force it out from him, so he kept quiet. So now that a threat has appeared, most probably we'll know in the next episode that why they want a princess. But the princess were rescued by were-rats, who were slaves of these wizards, and these wizards were the one who attacked the city, basically. So I think so. Those are the only things that happen. And the next episode is called that Marge has started with immortality. I don't know. I'm losing my words. Yeah, that's basically gonna be the next episode about immortality. There we go. Got it right. But yeah, I I believe it has to do something with the princess's magic and stuff. So that's only the thing that I could say. My prediction is like it has to do something with the princess's magic and stuff. So that's the those are basically what the things happen all together in the whole episode. Um, I don't think so. I missed anything, did I? Oh yeah, Pochi and Tama, they they were actually learning. That was a surprise, and Lulu knows how to horse ride. That one was kind of surprising because her character doesn't seem like one who would horse ride, and I was like, okay, that's something different. And yeah, those are the only things that happened. It also seems like the princess is attracted to Satou, but knowing Satou, he would just decline it because he's admitted that he's not going for the lollies. Like he's definitely not going for lollies. He's like no, he's not doing that. He admitted it in the first. I think it's in the first. I think it's the first episode. Yeah, it's the first episode where he admitted it. Or it's like, nah, bro, I'm not into lollies. If she was not a lolly, yeah, but now I'm not into lollies. He admitted it in the first episode. So again, it's a very normal series for anybody who wants to watch this series. Like it's nothing spectacular or anything. It's just a fun little series to watch if you guys wanna. And it's actually good. It's actually good. I'll give that because it's even though it's a normal series, it's everything is cliched. It's still fun to watch. It's different, something different. Like it's not like a normal typical action series you could say, but I could say that it's a series about sightseeing, which is just awesome because normally series most of them are focused on action and stuff, and this series is basically focused on sightseeing and stuff. Obviously, there will be actions. Without action, no fantasy series can be made into a good series. So, like, how would you make a fantasy series into unless you're adding some kind of twisted romance in it? I don't think so. You can just make it a fantasy series like without an action. I don't think so. Yeah, that's basically it of the series. And I don't think so. There's anything else that I missed in this whole thing, or the guy. The guy? No, I didn't. I don't think so. Yeah, the wizard came out, the princess, and then there is the villain that appeared. Lulu knowing writing, Sato learning writing, and then Pochi and Tama learning. Yeah, that's basically what happened. So I think there are 5 events in total, 5, 6, something like that. 5, 6 events took an occurrence altogether in the whole episode. So yeah, what do you think? Where you scale this episode from 1 to 10? I would say around 6, 7, because it was more information dumping than just normal stuff. Just information dumping, I would say. Yeah, there was a moment in between, but it's still an information dumping. So yeah, I would rate this episode around 6 or 7. Not a higher score than that. I think the 6 and 7 will be perfect for this first episode if you scale from 1 to 10. So, what do you guys think? Where would you rate this episode from 1 to 10? Like I said, I'll rate it from around 6 and 7. And I'll see you in the next episode. Don't forget to like and don't forget to subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video. As always, peace.